Yet another ballistic missile, this in the Sea of Japan, so close to the Japanese, who've called an emergency session to deal with this. Texas Republican Congressman Pete Sessions on all of this. Congressman, good to have you back. What do we know about this at this point?
Well, Neil, here's what we know. We know that the North Koreans have now fired their 14th missile this year. We know that they're barreling down a confrontation with the United States of America and the international community. We know that what they are doing, and they know it too, is aiming for a showdown. And members of Congress, while we have been very open to dialogue using those avenues, the North Koreans are not heeding the warnings that are coming from all over the world. I would suggest to you that it is now time for the State Department, the White House, and the United States military to really have direct talks with them and not to allow the North Koreans to advance their missile program any further. What does that mean? That means a showdown in my terms, because I think we've tried to talk from the whole world's perspective. And they are a very dangerous group of people, and they're inching closer and closer to where they could actually make a mistake and do something that would be aimed at our homeland. And that is my responsibility and our responsibility to protect our homeland and our allies.
Yeah, you mentioned the possibility of a mistake, and I think that's very likely, given the fact that sometimes these missiles go way off course. And everyone usually breathes a sigh of relief. Oh, it landed in the Sea of Japan, or it landed, just off the Korean coast, what have you. But any of these that hit land, I mean, that whether deliberately or accidental, that's a game changer.
Well, Japan, as you know, is a very dear ally and a very close friend of not only the United States, but people who love freedom. And we will not tolerate this and should not tolerate it much further. But it is now time to accelerate our thinking, our action, and our plans. And I'm sure the President of the United States, the Vice President of the United States, and the Chief of Staff of the United States military understands this, that the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs is going to have to become personally engaged in this, as well as our Secretary of State, to a highlighted level where we will not tolerate this further, in my opinion.
Congressman.